You know what? Just no all-wheel drive. No all-wheel drive. If you get a front-wheel drive, you might be in an A-class front-wheel drive, but that can still work. You know. So we will go for a draw. Now I did see Crow saying at the start of the stream. You know what? Screw it. While I will draw my car last, primarily because I'm just sat here drawing cars, let's go the other way through the order. Let's go the other way through the list of names. So Crow, you will get the first car. Now either you will be very happy that I did this, or you will wish I hadn't. You suggested it, so you are going to be the one that gets the first draw on the lucky dip thing, and you are going to be driving a Renault Megane. It's a pretty good car. Built to A-Class, auto upgraded to A-Class, of course. Forza hopefully will make that fairly okay. Yeah, I mean, that's probably not the worst thing to have been drawn. Maybe you'll be happy. I guess we'll see what Blakey gets at the end. Crow's gone. We will then draw for Danger Man. Danger Man, you are going to be driving. Ooh, that's going to be a fun time for you there. You are going to be in the Aston Martin DBR1. Again, do let me know if you can't afford that one. If that is too expensive, if you do not already own it. I think most people have that one, but yeah, could be very fast. I fear difficult to control. We will have to wait and see. Danger Man not happy about the new idea, but there we go. That's your car. Ewan, you are up next. What car will Ewan have? Please be a drift car. Please be a drift car. Please be a drift car. It might be. I don't think. Oh, it's an all-wheel drive, of course. How could I forget? No all-wheel drive cars. It is going to be another all-wheel drive car. Stop it. Kudos. Come on. Not an all-wheel drive car. You're still not listening. Stop giving Ewan. It just wants to put Ewan in an all-wheel drive car. Hey! It's a rear-wheel drive Skyline. Again, this is another one, Ewan. It is the Nismo GTR, but again, only if you have it. If you don't have it, let me know, because that's a fiddly car to get if you don't necessarily. I don't even know if I have it. No, I think I do actually. I think I won it from something. But yeah, it was one of the seasonal prize cars sometime. I don't know. If Ewan can't have it, we will draw him another car, but that should work. May or may not be good. Many RPMs, at least, will be had from that. Fluffy, you are up next, and you will be in a straightforward car this time. We don't have to draw your car 20 times. 95 BMW M5. Actually, probably not a bad shout. A little bit heavy, but has a lot of PI for the game to work with, so hopefully will be a sensible build. I say fingers crossed, half the fun is the weird cars that turn up. Let's see what Impega's going to get in this one. Impega shall be driving a Porsche 911 Turbo. Rear-engined. Should be good in the snow. I guess that's something, or could be good. Although these are also... I've had terrible experiences with these, building them myself. I don't know what Forza's going to be like. Fluffy, we're building these to A-Class. So auto-upgraded to A-Class. Chris! Oh, please be a Mustang. Please be a Mustang. Please be a... Please pick the... I think one of the SVT Cobras is a B-Class car. What is it going to be? It's not that, because it's all-wheel drive. There's still a chance. It's a Mustang. There's still a chance. It's a... Yep, it's a truck. The Mercedes tank pool is Chris's. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's not a Mustang. It is not a Mustang. But it is a truck. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I couldn't ask for a better car to have been drawn. Right, moving on. Longbow. Longbow, what are you going to be? What are you going to be driving? You shall be using... we don't allow 4th edition cars anyway. I don't even know whether you'd have that one. But we don't allow 4th edition cars. 350Z. That's actually not a bad... again, not a bad base to work with. A little high in PI, but should probably work. So, there we go. Good luck, Longbow, with that one. Of course, I will be cheering that one on if I can't win. Gliska, you are the next person to have a vehicle drawn. Oh, you'll be happy. It's an MX-5. Probably not the MX-5 you wanted necessarily, but 2016 MX-5, pretty low B-class car. Yeah, not a terrible shout. Not a terrible shout either with that one. We've got fairly sensible cars being drawn currently. It's got to do sensible cars now after Chris got a truck. So, you know, there's that. Speed Beast. What are you going to be driving in this one? You are going to be in the Sierra Cosworth. Impega will be very jealous, but again, probably not a terrible option in terms of a vehicle for you. Danger Man, yes, we'll do the same thing. You can put a diff in the cars. So everybody just go for the top diff after having had their car auto upgraded. That is okay. Ninetales, you shall be driving. Not that, because it's all-wheel drive. Instead, you shall be driving again. Not that. You will be in the Ford Falcon. Wait, hold on. Is that Horizon? No, is that just what it's called? I thought that was Horizon Edition. No, that's fine. Ford Falcon XA. Surprised that's B class, to be honest, but there we go. Chris doesn't have snow tyres on the truck. Amazing. Amazing indeed. Amazing indeed. Blakey. I mean, Blakey, you should be glad you can't get the tank pull. Out of everyone, you can't get the tank pull. You will instead have an S2000. So, Crow, that was the differences. You either had a Megane or an S2000. Honestly, both were okay options. Both are okay options. I think Chris was going to get screwed over either way because he's dead in the middle of the names. So Chris was always destined to get the truck, whichever way round we did it. I guess the only real disappointment was one. Danger Man got a what's it called, the DBR1, rather than Ninetales getting it. So there we go. And then of course we have to draw a car from me. I'm going to get a bloody Illumicraft. I can bet you we are in. Oh, actually no, we're in a pretty sensible car. I'm not displeased with that because I've not really used the Focus. Again, another car Impega will be jealous of not being given. But we do get the Focus RS. Cool. I'd like to say with a good grid spot I could possibly win here, but I have a horrible feeling. Even with a good starting place, I'll fall so far. Well, we have got a good start. Oh, no. Oh, we're also in ghost mode, of course. So Chris can't do anything. Chris can't do it. The truck can't be of any sort of obstacle until after the first 20-30 seconds, which by that point most of us have gone past. Okay, well the truck is now top A class. It has as much of a chance as it would ever get. It's not going to be much, but we will see as it shoots off the line compared to my poor front-wheel drive. Come on, Focus. We can do this. We can make this work. Okay, maybe we aren't. Oh, there we go. Now the truck's had. There was a corner. The truck had the lead briefly, and then they got to a corner. That is the difficulty with that. We've got a lot of grip through all of this section. See, Impega's Porsche is really quick down the start-finish straight, but it won't hold on very well, probably, through here. It's very difficult to overtake. This is not a fun place to try and overtake. I've lost the back end of my own car entirely there. We will fight back past the 911. So not that this is going to matter. So I don't know if I had too much. The Porsche won't like this corner, although I'm not sure I'm going to either. Come on, Focus. Little sketchy. Here we go. Wait for the Porsche. I'm going to stay over this way. If the Porsche wants to come past, it can. We are actually closing in on the Falcon. Or the Falcon's not getting away from us. This Focus has got some top speed about it. I'm impressed. We almost ran out of gears. Oh, we almost ended up in the back of Ninetales. We are all nicely through turn 1 though. I don't have the acceleration of the 911, but I don't lose out by too much in terms of straight line speed. Okay. I'm liking my little Ford. I think we've got more grip than Ninetails' car. We won't out-drag it, certainly from the line, but our top speed is good. Come on, Focus. You can beat the much bigger, scarier cars. I say that, and there's an MX-5 behind us. Okay, the MX-5. It is the mean MX-5. We can beat the mean MX-5. I can just see a roll hoop moving around in the shadow. That's got to be a Mazda's, I would expect. Well, the Mazda's does have a roll cage sticking out of it, so I don't know where that came from. Keep foot down. That'll be fine. Right, we lead the way. I don't know whether we're going to hold on to it for the rest of this race. The Mazda's got a good turn of speed as well down here. Cars you might not expect to have good top end are actually working with these builds. Where the hell do I brake for turn 1? Last time we kind of guessed it and followed Ninetails a little bit. This time, I've gone wide. Keep it off the wall, but the Mazda makes it through. Christ, that was sketchy. Pretty sure someone behind also followed my line of little bit of rallycross. It wasn't cheating, it was rallycrossing. There was a small bit of jump. Also, it wasn't cheating, I lost time and a position in it. So there we go. Oh, don't miss the checkpoint, trying to be a little bit too keen. I don't think I have the pace of the Mazda here. I don't think, even on a perfect lap, I don't think I have the pace of the MX-5. If the back end of this thing stuck, it would be so nice, but it just doesn't. I just don't have the confidence with this car to properly throw it around in these corners, and the MX-5 does. The MX-5 has the grip to get away with it. Come on, Ford. Use the 400 horsepower. Danger Man's missed a checkpoint. That's going to be the Aston Martin having a bad day. Haven't checked in on the truck. It's at the back, as expected. It might not be at the back anymore with the Aston Martin having lost a checkpoint, but the Aston Martin is probably the second worst car in this field. Oh, it's Gliska's turn to run that little bit wide through the first corner. Not quite as bad as I did. Not quite as much airtime as I got with the Ford. No, too fast through there. We're on a wonky line. I might be able to recover it without losing too much time in all of that. Surprisingly, less time than I thought. Focus. We've actually got a mega run through here. And Pega's fighting with Ninetails and Blakey's catching up to that group. Can we have a look for a way past the Mazda? No, not there. I don't have the rear end grip through there. Pretty weird when the front-wheel drive car have more oversteer than the rear-wheel drive Mazda ahead of us. That doesn't seem right to me, but there we go. We're both wide out of the fight. You can tell that we are pushing hard in this race. Now, this is it. The final lap. What will give? I think I have slightly higher top. I do have slightly higher top speed than the MX-5. Not by much. This thing is a rocket ship down the straights. Oh, can I get underneath the Mazda? We've carried a lot of speed through turn 1. Will there be any room to look for a way past? It has to be such a big dive though, and my car struggled through this corner all race. I'm a little slower on the way in than the Mazda. The hope was to be good through the turn, but it's not worked. The truck's ploughing the fields. I've actually lost too much time through all of that. Don't run wide through here. You can't afford to clip the fence. Gliska doesn't, I don't. And Pega's still in third. Not that far back, actually, with the 911. And considering the tyres that thing's on, it's doing pretty well. Can we carry a lot of speed through here? No, we get it wrong. Sadly, it was just not a good enough final lap. I had a very good lap 4 to catch up, but I could not maintain it on the final lap. The MX-5 is going to take a victory. We will annoyingly once more have to settle for a second. I do like my Focus. I do like the RS. Impega won't get us in time. It will be closing, but it will be too little too late. For that one, second will go to us. Whew. Good race from Gliska. Unfortunately, I would have thought my fourth lap was good enough. It would be faster than that, but maybe not. Potentially there were dirty laps and clean laps, I don't know. I love we're saying the 350Z is annoying. It's tantalisingly close to being decent. I kind of feel like the Focus... My car is more competitive than the Nissan, that's for sure, in these. I feel like the Focus is in a similar boat. It's kind of... This is a good car. I just wish the back end was better sorted out. If the back end was better sorted out in this car, I think it could be really, really fast. As it is, it's not bad for a Forza-built car. It's just it's certainly not to my liking. Ooh. We got a lot of work to do here. We have got a lot of work to do in this one. We will be last by turn 1. I'm starting 10th, and we have the worst launch here. The Megane will probably end up about 8th, perhaps, by turn 1, because this is a horrible uphill, nasty start as well. Oh, Longbow did not get going. Okay, I take it back. I might not be last by turn 1. We actually launched... Oh, I forgot the DBR1 has awful gears. I don't know what happened to Longbow in all of that. I wasn't all that wrong about them again either. That kind of ended up roughly about as expected. Right. Let's see what we can do with the Ford. We have more power, more straight line speed than the S2000, so we can get to the inside, up the hill, onto the dirt we head. Now, we have rally tyres, as do most of us, barring possibly the Porsche. Oh, I think Crow may have missed a checkpoint. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for the Megane, unfortunate for me, being stuck behind the Megane that was trying to get out of the way, having missed a checkpoint. I'm struggling to stop. Sorry, Ewan. Oh, I apologise for the little bit of leaning, followed by an awful lot of understeer as I got on the power and we went straight. Yeah, that's something I should have remembered about with a high-powered front-wheel drive car. The 400 horsepower is a lot through the front wheel, especially of an old hot hatch. I think was the most powerful front-wheel drives they have. I think they have 400 horsepower ones now, but they have very, very clever diffs. This doesn't. Forza doesn't really simulate very, very clever diffs. So we are just stuck with crazy, crazy understeer. And again, Focus is working. The Falcon's working better around here as well, which is, I guess, good for the Fords. And Impega's Porsche is working very well. I think that's just the power. The power on these hills is keeping that thing competitive. And as I said, this isn't the worst. This isn't the worst circuit for not having rally tyres. Oh, so let's go. I'm going to try and get the checkpoint, and I've got no control down here at all in the understeer and then oversteer boat, which is the Focus RS. Oh, don't know if I wanted first gear through there. We'll try and punch out the other side in second. And Pega still gets some very, very good drive with that. That is very, very impressive. This is the traction that gets on the dirt. Ninetales might run away with this one if we fall over each other a little too much. So yeah, the Porsche can't take any corner speed, but of course flies away down here. I'm going to have to get past it on the dirt, probably. I'll be too far away by the end of this uphill section to be any threat at the start of the dirt. But if I don't get the pass done before the end of the dirt, I won't be able to beat it in the final couple of corners, and it'll always beat me to the line. So that's what we've got to try and make happen, if I can. If we're going to find a way past... It's fair, it's probably going to have to be done at the hairpin then. Because we can't get it done at the top of the dirt section. It's going to have to be the hairpin, or it might even be down here if Impega's struggling with grip with that car. Oh, I'm struggling with space to put the Focus. We're going to have a go at the outside at the hairpin. Now, there is a decent line on the exit here up top if you can get it worked like that. That is the line we wanted. You can kind of get the car hooked up at the top of the course. You will go, and that will put us up into a second place. I don't want another second. Don't give me 3 second places, god damn it. Fluffy's M5 is not enjoying life in this one particularly. Oh, that's a little wide. As I say, actually, I'm not struggling with the oversteer in this car at this track. This track, it seems okay. It's a little sketchy on the dirt, but that's just, I think, because we've suddenly gone onto dirt. Sadly, that was not enough to be ahead of the Porsche by the start-finish line. And I think that might always be my problem here. Us three are checking out the front. I don't know whether Glisker and Blakey slowed each other down somewhere or made a mistake, but they have fallen off the back of this group. I am really, really surprised the 911 is doing as well as it is through here. Can I get a pass done sooner on the... The problem is I don't know if I can get a pass done sooner down here. I'm really struggling for control. We're going to have to try... Again, it's a similar manoeuvre on the outside. Pega tried to cover it. I mean, it's kind of stopped the run a little bit here. Oh, we're going to try and get underneath. There's a little bit of a nudge. Yeah, Pega did well at managing to sort of cover off that run as best as possible. We're going to carry more speed through there, but not have the acceleration. There's one more lap. Pega has to hold on for one more lap. I have one more lap to try and find a way past. Porsche was shooting off after the Ford down towards this first turn, just with that sheer straight line speed. But, yeah, I might be in trouble here. And unless Impega makes a big mistake on the dirt, that might even be too far away from me to be able to do much. Getting a bit too deep through there. We'll get away with it. You get away without losing a metric crap ton of time, but you still lose a bit through there. And Pega's sliding. The Porsche's just not pointing the right direction all the way down here. No, I'm not going to be close enough. I won't get him at the hairpin. We'll close. Sure, we'll run it in. And Pega's actually on that slightly higher line, but I don't have the traction off the corner. We're not going to do it unless Impega bounces and spins. It is on a slow line through there. We don't touch the Porsche. We did not push it wide. There was no argy-bargy involved in that one, but I don't think it's really going to matter. A little too slow on the exit, but either way, even if I'd taken that corner perfectly, it wouldn't matter. The 911 is too quick down the straights, and Impega will take second. We will have third. It's a good race. A good race between two cars that shouldn't have been good at racing each other. There's no way the 911 and my Focus should have been close there, but we were. Ninetales takes victory again. It's 2 victories for Ninetales with the Falcon. That will probably win overall, even if it didn't like the faster circuit.